Holla warriors, I just thought I would check in with you because it's been a couple of weeks. And just let you know I've been getting on really with my anxiety. I want to say first and foremost, thank you to the lovely lady who reached out to me and suggested that I had my hormones level checked because I've had that done. And I'm just waiting on the results. But in the meantime, I've increased my estrogen, so I was only having 4 pumps a day, and now I've increased that to 5, sometimes 6, when I need it, and it has settled my levels out a bit. Although, what I will say is with the anxiety, it reduces at certain periods of the month, but even when it's at lower periods, it's still on a 2 or a 3, and anything can send it up to an 8. Receiving a letter from the door from something I didn't recognise could send it to an 8, and it might just be advertising, but it's ridiculous on how it kind of works with you. So I just want to tell you really that I had a little bit of a breakthrough last weekend, and it sounds so crazy to some people, but to me this was a massive. Probably for the last 7 years or so, my brain fog with what's been going on in the menopause and my anxiety come hand in hand, really. And I'm not very good at watching anything anymore, so movies are not great because I just don't have the mind capacity to do it. My anxiety will take over. So unless it's something that I really, really get into, that I absorb, my mind just don't allow me that peace actually to kind of enjoy things. So two things kind of happened actually within a couple of weeks each other. The first thing that happened was a friend of mine had tickets to go to the In It Together festival in Wales, and Liam Gallagher was Noel Gallagher, sorry, was the main act. So when she texted me, my immediate response was, "Oh my God, yeah, I'd love that." So I texted back. This was on a Wednesday, and the event was on a Saturday. Well, I can't even tell you what state I got into by the Saturday. I made arrangements with my husband that if he didn't hear from me, to pick me up from a certain time from a place, because it was about half an hour, 40 minutes away from where I live. So that kind of scared me alone, being away from that. Scared me then the thought of not having a migraine. I took enough migraine tablets with me to open a shop. I was then terrified of being out with people that I didn't know, and I can't even tell you. So, from my immediate reaction, oh my God, that's so exciting, because that's what Sammy pre-menopause or perimenopause would have done. Sammy menopause now just worries about any single thing that could go wrong, leads him from A to B. So I kind of talked myself out of it, to the point I actually texted my friends and said, look, I can't go. And then I felt awful because she couldn't get there. She hadn't arranged her own transport. So it forced me to go. And it was probably the best thing I did. I had a really good time. I didn't drink a lot because I couldn't cope with my anxiety and being somewhere and not being in control. So I had a free bar. I had a free bar, and I think I had 4 drinks all day. So that says it all, really. And I had a really good time. It was genuinely a fun time, and I had times where I felt a little bit of a fish out of water, but that was okay. I didn't have any panic attacks, and I survived. And then following that, my husband was desperate to go to the cinema. He loves going to the cinema, and my stepson have catted him a few times and gone with his friends instead, because he is 19 now. So whereas my husband could take him, he just didn't want to go. Now, this cinema for me, for anxiety, is actually the worst. Now, I can cope with going to a bar or a restaurant for an event. I like being with my husband now. He's kind of my Jiminy Cricket and my sensei, and I find that my anxiety's lower if I go anywhere when I'm with him. And I think that's just because he's my protector, and he can take a look at me and know what's going on. So, going to the cinema is just, the thought of it would, honestly, it could give me an anxiety attack. If I go to a bar, I can get out within minutes. I can get in a taxi if I need to, and I can be home in 15 minutes. My husband can get in to get me in the same amount of time. So if I'm doing anything, I can get out. The cinema, you can't. You're in a space. On top of that, I need to concentrate enough to watch a movie, because watching anything, even like a half-hour mini-series, can be really difficult. So the thought of going to the cinema was just awful. But I knew my husband wanted to go, so I went. So a week ago Sunday, I went to the cinema, and I survived, and I'm here to tell the tale. Now, going there, my anxiety was quite high. I was completely concerned about how I was going to react, being stuck in that space, and the thought of trying to get out wasn't good, and disrupting people again, which gives me anxiety. So it heightens my anxiety before I went in. We went in probably 5 minutes before the film was about to start, which was good because I didn't have a lot of time to sit in there and ponder. And when we were in there for about 15 minutes, I had this whole anxiety come over me with my swallowing and just that sheer panic, actually, of thought, oh my God, what if I do have a panic attack? But I managed to calm myself down, breathe through it. I watched the film and I actually enjoyed the film. We went to see Top Gun. So it was like deja vu of watching the second one when you're a kid. So it was, I enjoyed the film. It was good. And I had a really nice time, actually. And apart from the going there and that 5 minutes in the beginning of the film, I really did kind of switch off and enjoy the movie, which I'm not able to switch off like that very often. Even watching something on my PC when I'm trying to watch something that I'm trying to learn, I just can't do it anymore. All I do is read, and because with reading I can pick it up and put it down. So if I'm not absorbing it, I know I can put it down. Whereas I try and watch something and my mind just goes AWOL. So I just wanted you to know I went to the cinema and survived. Now, to other people, that might just be this girl is losing the plot. But to me, that was absolutely a big milestone that I had to cross. And I'm not saying that I want to go every single week because I still have that level of anxiety of getting there because you still have these same feelings which don't go. But what I'm learning slowly is like when you're a kid and you have to face your fears, I'm feeling I'm having to do that continuously as an adult with this anxiety. So every day is facing a fear of sort. So whether that is answering the phone to somebody, whether that's having a face-to-face conversation, whether that is actually going to the supermarket and having to actually be around people, driving in the car. So everything I do, actually, I have to face the fear factor. But I've just learned it's a bit like a band-aid and you have to do it to get through it and realise you're going to be okay. So I just thought I would share my anxiety-ridden experience with you and say I survived and come out the other side. So I will keep you posted on how things are going with me here. I have my daughter's wedding in 3 weeks Saturday, so there's been a lot of anxiety and stress with that. But I mean, I'm pretty good. She's done most of it, so it's been really nice. But I will keep you updated, and I just hope my story helps you in some way because I understand that we're all going through this in very different variations of degrees. But I do know that anxiety is the underlying major issue for most women. And unfortunately, HRT has a side effect of anxiety, and I just don't want to be taking antidepressants at the moment to get myself out of that. My personal opinion is that I'm taking a drug to make me better, which gets rid of the migraines and part of the brain fog. I don't want to take another drug to get rid of the anxiety, which may not do that. And I'm back in this system of taking unnecessary products. So I'm going to try and warrior through it. And I just keep praying these periods that I'm having every other week, by the way. I am at one walking period. It's going to go. And me and my husband every month go, yes, maybe this will be it. So every other week is like, oh, maybe this is the last one. And then last one. So just so you know, we're still going strong. We're a walking period. So outside of that, everything is okay, but I've been, I'm here, I'm in my house, I work from home, I don't really go very far. And I think that helps keep me sane. Leaving the house is no fun still. So that is still something that I've just got to rip the band-aid off and do. But I am trying and I'm doing more than I was doing. So that is a start. So that's better than nothing. So I hope I've left you with some positivity today, warriors. And I just want to say I hope you're looking after yourself and like I keep saying to you, please be kind to yourself because that's the only thing we got when we're going through this is to look after our own person. And I hope life is good and you are getting better. And I just hope with all these new COVID restrictions lifted, we can start to get some normality, which haven't helped our cause, and as well as the HRT shortage, which we're all aware about, which have been going on for years, unfortunately. But I hope things are going to be looking better for us all. And I'm sending you all love and light. Take care. Peace out.